For Dr. Michael Pine, nothing could be better than this.
Being a wildlife vet was always the dream, and I guess I was very fortunate enough to have snagged a job here 20 years ago at Currumbin Wildlife Hospital.
In Michael's time, Currumbin has become one of the busiest wildlife hospitals in the world. Around 14,000 animals are admitted here each year.
We've got 6 vets here, 18 nurses, an army of 120 volunteers that really are the muscle behind what we do, because there really isn't a quiet day working here.
The hospital's doors are open to all creatures great and small, but the team specialises in one of Australia's most famous mammals.
Over 150 different species come through the wildlife hospital. We're admitting up towards 600 koalas a year.
Koalas suffer all sorts of afflictions. Some have been hit crossing the road or attacked by domestic pets. But many are afflicted by one of the biggest threats to koala health, chlamydia.
60% of our koala admissions come in sick from chlamydia, and that number has been rising steadily year after year.
Chlamydia has affected koalas for decades, and now it's become one of their leading causes of death. Some wild populations have a 100% infection rate.
Chlamydia is a really nasty bacterial disease of koalas, and it presents in 2 ways. One form of it is they get severe conjunctivitis and their eyes swell up and they literally get to the point that they can't see. We actually like that type of chlamydia because it is very treatable. The other type of chlamydia is that sexually transmitted form, and sadly a lot of those koalas, by the time we get to see them, they're already in kidney failure and it's very difficult to turn it around.
But there might be a solution. Team Currumbin have joined forces with researchers from the Queensland University of Technology to trial a chlamydia vaccine.
The need is very high. If we can prove the vaccine is working in these highly diseased populations, then we can be confident it's going to work elsewhere.
The vaccine has been a long time coming. The team at QUT have been chipping away at it for over a decade.
We started working on it towards the end of 2007. Did our first vaccines of koalas in captivity in 2008. So it's quite a long slog.
The vaccine is administered in 2 doses, 1 month apart. During that time, they stay at the hospital. After that, they'll be set free once more.
To try and protect wild animals, we need to go somewhere like Michael's hospital at Currumbin. They have a large number of animals coming in, which they release back into the wild, and which we can vaccinate and then we can track.
The great hope? That no vaccinated koala will ever need to be seen again. At least not in the hospital.
They're all vaccinated prior to release, and that for me is a huge step forward. It's heartbreaking to be treating koalas, releasing them back out into the wild, only see them come back sick from chlamydia a year, 2 years later. So to be vaccinating all the koalas we release is truly exciting.
And while you may not be able to vaccinate any koalas yourself, there is something you can do to help.
We do need funding to be able to really push this ahead and really do this at the scale that we'd like to be able to do it on. And if people are able to help us out, they are able to donate, we can certainly push forward to make this happen a lot faster.
They've had a real rough trot, haven't they?
They have, yeah, with the bushfires and everything. They really have. If you want to donate to the Currumbin Wildlife Hospital's work on the koala vaccine, a link to their donation page is on our website. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, Steve. I was just trying to save the koalas.
Oh, no, I feel sorry for the koalas. Yeah. Bad luck.
Your slogan could be, "I Currumbin." There's your little thing. That's for free.
Well played. That's worth a lot.
That's for me and The Simpsons.